Mitrulara, Bandhulara, welcome to South Asia Maps. South Asia Maps is a education channel, intellectual Chatriyas channel. This is your presenter, Dr. J. Reddy, Joggari Tirupati Reddy. In this channel, education channel, I like to share my 4.5 decades of extensive passion on Indology, human ecology, that is the studies of Bharat Mata, in addition to my standard livelihood related works like molecular biology, biotechnology, crop breeding, so on. Mitranam, I have opened a new series playlist for you that is called Historic Goalpara District. This is in the Assam region, Assam province of modern Bharat. This video is recorded round about Ugadi time 2025, the March 31st or so. The historic districts are old districts, undivided districts. By knowing this, you will get a broader, deeper understanding of a region. I have opened this Goalpara district series related to Assam province. This is the part 1. In this part 1, we will be discussing about what are some of the historic taluks. Taluks are the sub-districts essentially. Below the districts have the taluks. In Uttar Bharat, Aryavarta, they are called Tehsils most of the time. In Dakshinapata, South Indian region, they are called taluks. We'll be talking about the historic taluks or Tehsils of the Goalpara district of Assam. This is the historic Goalpara or Undivided Goalpara or British Goalpara district series. We are in part 1, the Goalpara Old Historic Districts and Tehsils. All these presentations, Mitrulara, you can access at our education channel, South Asia Maps JRD. There are around about 775 or so videos posted, and for your convenience or interest, I have put them in round about 70 or so playlists. You can pick and choose the playlist of your choice. Coming back to our current topic of interest, the historic district series. What is the advantage? Why I have started this series? Let's say the British imperialism, British in India around about 1900 or so, there used to be around about 45 or 50 political divisions, agglomeration of the districts, giving each division round about 4 or 5. Let's say you make it 50 because the figure is flexible, because I have not included most of the Rajputana and Madhya Bharat, Malwa, those regions. At that time, they were princely states, Rajbaris. Let's say 50 here and 5. If you give the districts for each division, you will get 250, or you make it round about 300 or so. That means if you know 300 districts of British India, and if you know 3 taluks of those British India, an average 300 multiplied by 3 will give around about 900 or so. That is the modern current district round about 2020s on west side of Radcliffe and east side of Hooghly partition line. That means by just knowing that, you will get a better idea of understanding a particular terrain and region. That is the point we are trying to convey here. So this is the old Goalpara district, historic Goalpara district. Now this Goalpara district in round about 2020s or so, it has 6 districts now. How these 6 districts came, like Goalpara, Dhubri, and South Salmara, and Kokrajhar, Bongaigaon, Chirang. And if you know the tehsils of the old district, you can very easily understand the reorganization or metamorphosis of turning the old British Goalpara district, undivided district, historic districts. So that is also one aspect of that we should understand this broadly. And why should we know about this? The entire concept of the significance of partition of India, current influx of the people, the silent invasion and demographic changes, erosion of local culture, social unrest, the historic 1940s World War time Grow More Food campaign, that is essentially Mumini Go increasing campaign under the Premier Sadullah and later under Bardola and those. All these things are connected to each other. This is a very border district now, a frontier district, how it played and playing the current very prominent role. In order to understand, you have to have a deeper inkling of that what is going on in that particular part of Northeast Bharat. So this is the British. Remember, when I talk about the Assam, I'll be switching over the broader areas and districts. So this you have to keep in mind in general. Historic Goalpara district is on the western side is bordered by the Sankosh river. Sometimes it's called Gangadhar river or Gadadhar river. Gadadhar river, that is the frontier between the Bengali speaking, the Bengali presidency or Bengal presidency, and between the Manas river or Mara Manas river, that is the historic Goalpara district. East of Manas river and Bar Nadi is the historic Kamrup district. We are talking about this. Used to be a part of Rangapur district of the Purbi Bengal region. Here we have the Assam province here. You see the, I say the primeval Prime 7 district, you remember. Goalpara district, Kamrup district, and Darang and Lakhipur districts, and Nowgang and Sibsagar district and Kachar. You have 7. Now there are around about 33, 34 districts or so. That we will come later, and I talked about this elsewhere in the assamese. We are talking about this. So this is the Goalpara district. The British Goalpara district, old Goalpara district. So here the Goalpara district, this side will have a Sankosh river, this side will have Manas river. See here, there is a Brahmaputra river goes somewhere here. South of Brahmaputra, because the Goalpara district, you will always remember the Goalpara, very easy to remember. And Dudhnoi, Taluk or Tehsil, that is a river called Dudhnoi, and is a tributary of Krishnai river. And Lakhipur area. Then, north side of the Brahmaputra river, you have a very major urban center, Dhubri urban center, that is around about 30 meters or so mean sea level. Compared with Dhaka or Goalund or Chandpur, they are 5 meters above mean sea level in southern Purbi Bengal, that is Mashriki Bengal, Turp Bengal. So Manakchar here, Dhubri here, and Golakganj here. And northern part essentially the Dwar region is belong to the Burmese territory, and after Burmese War 1865 Treaty of Sanchula, they were given to the British East India Company, attached to this districts later. They're essentially Kokrajhar district and Chirang district. So you have Kokrajhar town here, Gossaigaon, the major, I think, railway junction there, and Sidli and Bijni. The Bhutanese hills will be here, Manas river here. Major, the commercial capital of lower Assam region, perhaps also Assam region, is the Bongaigaon railway junction here and Abhayapuri here. And this is the Tamarhat. So I have put the These taluks here, so that you can go over here. This is the Assam, this is the Goalpara, this is the Assam, historic taluks and tehsils, Kokrajhar, Gossaigaon, Kokrajhar, you can understand that, Sidli and Bijni. In the Dhubri region, Tamarhat and Bilasipara. There is a spelling mistake here, Dhubri and Golakganj. In Goalpara region, that is the south of Brahmaputra, and overlooking the Meghalaya Plateau region and spurs Lakhipur, Goalpara, Dudhnoi and Krishnai, Abhayapuri, Bongaigaon regions. I have put this, you can see this region. So this is the overall. Remember, whenever we see any districts, provinces, region, terrain, you have to keep in mind two things. Spatio-temporal progress of a particular region habitat. The boundaries are drawn by human beings, they can change. So essentially here, we see the Goalpara district and Kamrup district, Darang and Lakhipur and Sivsagar. Remember, spellings, pronunciations can vary. Navgang, now is Nagaon district and so on. I may be switching over. Sivsagar is Sipsagar and so on, both of them. Meghalaya Plateau, Purbi Bengal, historic Rangpur division here. Goalpara, we are looking here. The Goalpara region is very, very important for you to understand the entire concept of, sorry for this, what is the concept of the Bengali Mumini occupied Assam I discussed elsewhere. It played a very prominent role during the pre-partition Radcliffe time, still silently playing a very prominent role that most people are not aware what is happening. By knowing this, you can broadly understand that I dilated elsewhere. You can look at the partition series. The province of Assam, modern Assam, British colonial Assam, its predecessor was assembled from the Ahom rulers after the Anglo-Burmese war during British Governor General Lord Amherst time. Round about 1820s, Treaty of Andabu signed between the Raja of Burma, Myanmar, Brahmadesha, the general that fought this war on behalf of East India Company, British Imperial Territory, is Campbell, Donald Campbell here, and I talked about that elsewhere. The Goalpara, the entire Assam province now, after so many bifurcations, has around about 78,000 square kilometers. If you make it approximately 7 districts or so, 78 divided by 7 gives around about 10,000. That used to be, I didn't calculate what is the exact area, but roughly it should be around about 10,000 or so square kilometer. 1 square kilometer is 100 hectares. That is the size of Lebanon has a 10,000 square kilometers. That means Goalpara, old Goalpara districts, you can say broadly about the size of the country, the Maghrebian country called Lebanon on the banks of, on the side of Madhyadhara Samudra, Mediterranean Ocean. So the broadly this districts we round about the partition series we looked about, and this can be broadly fit into that because it is now between the East Bengal region and Assam and the Malda Gap region. Broadly, I have talked about the Assam province series. That is a different series. That is the broader idea. You can consult in the playlist the Assam region as well as the Assam geographic geographic areas. So that is a different. I will not be talking that. That's not the current point of interest. So after the Treaty of Andabur, this is the British British Bengal Presidency. Here we're talking about Bhutan here. This is the Goalpara district. Used to be lot of years Rangpur, eastern part of the Rangpur district. They used to rule from that region, Rangpur district here. Now in the Purbi Bengal, that is the Mashriqi Bengal. So again, the names, spellings and the frontiers can vary. Goalpara, Kamrup and Darang and Lakhipur and Sivasagar and Navgang and Kachar. These are the princely states. That's the other way. During the just Radcliffe time, this is the Assam province. At the time, Assam has a Sylhet district or Srihatta district in the Barak Valley, that is the Kushiara Surma Valley, which I discussed extensively in other presentations. The same thing, that is the 1905 during Lord Dalhousie's time, Bengal partition under those areas. East Bengal was added to Assam region at that time. So this gives the broader Oxford map I am showing you so that you will have what we talked about. So here there are three districts here. This is the Goalpara region. This is the Sankosh River on the west, Manas River on the east, Mara Manas. There is the Manas Wildlife Sanctuary or National Park here. So now there are 6 districts that we'll discuss when we talk about the old taluks, old districts, new district. Essentially, the Dhubri and Manakchar South Salmar region, Golakganj here, Tamarhat, Bilasipara, Gossaigaon, Kokrajhar here, Bongaigaon railway junction, Goalpara, Jogigopa will be somewhere here, Dudhnoi here, Abhayapuri, Bijni. This is the Bodo land or Boro people live there. Borderland area, south of Bhutan, Duars area. That's the gateways, like Babar and Tarai, those type of physiographic regions we discussed elsewhere extensively. So that's about the introduction, the historic Goalpara district between Manas River on the east, Sankosh River on the west. And in the next presentation, we'll take it further and see what are the physiographic regions, geographic regions. That means how the terrain is oriented with respect to the plateaus, plains, water bodies, rivers, gorges. By understanding that, you will get a very deeper understanding of the current polity, economy, civics, and how this is the molding the human niches, military industrial complexes we live in the current time. That will be the part 2 of the fascinating historic Goalpara district, British Goalpara district, old Goalpara districts of Kamrup region, current Assam state or Assam province. This is your presenter, Dr. Jerry, and if you like to add any comments or suggestions or even bring it to the notice of your friends, that will be very welcome. See you later, Mitrulara, in the next presentation, Dr. J. Tirupati Reddy, South Asia Maps.